That's assault, brother.
Bro, y'all guys are trying so hard to get these females to compete against men that y'all had a girl soccer player kicking in a college game, and she kicked the ball like 10 feet. So let me give layers to this. Why? Why are you guys doing this to me, bro? Why are you doing this to me? There's girls flag football now. It's a thing. It's very entertaining to watch. Shout out to Brother Phil. It's super entertaining to watch, but you're trying to bring women and put them in our sports. Layers. Jackson State. I don't know if they had injuries. I think they had injuries, but they brought a girl soccer player to be their kicker.
On a male team?
On a male team.
You need a special,
And they did a little story. We got a video to react to. We got a video to react to, but it's so pathetic, dude. Now, we talk about this all the time. We're talking. They call us sexist. They call us this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
And we literally have video that the girls should continue to compete in their own lane and have fun in their own lane.
I have.
Claire has thoughts. I'm gonna go to Rudy first, though, while I pull up the clip. Rudy, talk about. They're trying so hard to put the women in the man's sport. It's not working. Talk to me.
Claire. How do you have injuries on the kicker?
Pull a hammy.
Ooh, I got messed up my toe. My toe hurts, right? My toe hurts.
I got a cramp.
I got an ingrown on my toe now. Now, he's not the only one. I saw one of another high school or college girl. She was trying to tackle somebody. Legit hit the quarterback way late, but they didn't even call it.
Y'all need to.
It's just crazy. But you know what? It's just like, I just think they're like, oh yeah, females could compete. Let's be real. Go up against Warren Sapp or go against
Oh no.
Dion.
I have a thought.
No sir.
Go for it.
Cook on it. Cook it.
My thought is that men have invaded women's sports, so they're having to get out of their own sport to be recognized.
Ooh, that's a layer. That's a
into
layer.
a man's sport, and
That's
they
heavy.
think that, hey, I need to prove myself over here. If a man can do it in our thing, we can do it in theirs. And it doesn't make sense, right? But the whole thing is that a lot more men are allowed to invade in women's spaces than women are allowed to invade in men's spaces.
So let me ask you a question.
That's a layer.
It makes sense. It makes sense. This is the world that we're in.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How is
And they're allowed.
How are we
the cover girl of the year is a man. All of these different things.
I understand, I understand where you come from.
Yeah, that's
But
very
it was
true.
actually the women's point of view for us to actually be able to do that, though.
What are you talking about?
Saying
What you
that
talking about?
now, you
talking
got to
about
give the
women's.
rights to transgenders. So that's actually
No, that's not a
Well,
woman's point
that's
of
not a
view.
woman's point of view
That's
because
a man getting
that's
out
so
of his
weird.
lane
Well, you
and
see-
needing approval from everybody and women. I'm not saying that women are not transformers.
That's
but
not men. I'm talking about that is a section of weird men.
There you go.
Right.
There
Yes.
you go.
The layers.
Good
yeah.
job.
Yes,
Good job.
and but men have the right to do it, even if it is violating into a woman's space. They still have permission. When Budweiser,
true.
whatever happened with Budweiser, as soon as a transformer person invaded into a man's space of beer, they didn't have it.
Destroyed it. Yeah.
They did not have it. These people have done this to women for years and years. This is not just going into the transformer type thing. This is going into other spaces that they have been allowed to do this.
So to me, it's kind of a double-edged sword, because in our reality, in our reality, a lot of the again, allegedly, there's a lot of feminists, not all of them, that are actually voting for the fact of, you gotta let the people be their people, you gotta let the transformers be transformers, you gotta be LGBT.
Well, it's in a woman's nature to be sympathetic.
Can I finish
Go
before
ahead.
you throw me with your sympatheticness?
Go ahead.
Anyway,
finish your thought. Let's go.
So check this out. Dang, so check this out. So in our reality, it's a double-edged sword, because now they're realizing what the decision that they made, now it's affecting them in not only in their own space, but in their sports now. And then again, I feel for you. I do not believe that a man should be competing against women. I don't care if you're taking hormones for 15 years. Our bone structure is different. I'm being real.
Straight up.
I'm being 100%.
Yes, yeah.
I do not believe that at all. But these are the consequences of the choices that some, not all, women made
I'll say
to allow.
Okay.
Because if you look at all these platforms and you see all these people arguing about the LGTV and the Transformers community, you see all these people are arguing. Mainly, it's women.
Oh, dude, come on, Claire. You got.
Alright.
Hey, come on,
Wait,
Claire. You got
wait,
cook.
His thought-
You got to cook on him. All right, Rudy, you got to let her
His
cook.
thought's been 15 minutes long.
All right, let's go. You got to cook on that. You got to cook on that because that's true. Let me give layers. Let me give layers before I go to you.
This is my thought on that. Women are naturally sympathetic.
Right.
They are mothers at heart, even though they're not mothers. Their first instinct is to be sympathetic towards a problem.
Be loving.
It is almost to a fault that they're like this. If a
It
man,
is to a fault, though.
if a man
Exactly.
is
It's not
having
to a
an
fault. It
issue,
is.
it is a fault.
It's a mental issue.
If a man or any other person is having this type of issue, their initial reaction is to nurture them and to help them, uplift them into whatever they're into. Men are different.
That's to a fault, though.
Different
to be
breed of
100.
men. Men, if they don't agree with it, they don't agree with it. It's not in their nature to agree the way a woman agrees with something.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like they see it
I
as
hear
their
y'all.
children. You know,
Yeah.
like, hey, you want this little Billy? Let me help you, little Billy. Let me get this, for you. So it is. You're right. It's a fault.
It's
but
got to be to a fault.
at the same time, it is also in their nature, and they've been trampled on for years regarding this,
Yeah.
and it's a problem now. But still, they're still in our spaces. When a man stepped into whatever a man's space, it wasn't allowed.
For sure.
With the Budweiser thing, that was
See,
he
but I
was
would say
canceled
this: both
immediately.
sides are wrong for that, though.
Bud Light. Bud Light.
I'm gonna say this: both sides are wrong for that,
Bud
though.
Light. Oh my God, guys, Bud Light. I don't do
Bud
beers.
Light.
I don't know.
okay.
They're
No,
all
I'm gonna say
Buds.
this.
Bud,
I'm gonna
whatever.
say this. I think we're
There you
going.
go.
I think
That'll
we're
work.
talking past each other though, because both sides are wrong for that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
The
valid.
women need to stay
Yeah.
their freaking lanes, and so do the men.
Yeah,
and that's a real thing.
That was gonna be my.
And you're right. I will say this. I get where you're going with this because it's the man's responsibility. At least for me, traditional family.
Right.
It's a man's responsibility to set the tone. Right?
Right.
So if we got men over here going into women's spaces and freaking breaking records, don't be surprised when you get a little chick, and to quote Trillion with the Forrest Gump brace on,
But you know
trying
what?
to kick. They're trying to, like Rudy said, tackle. They're trying. Oh my gosh, dude!
But
I
it's-
saw a
You know what?
video.
I'll
That's
say
the
this.
thing, dude.
They're out of position.
I'll-
Ralph.
That
I'll say
position. Tell
this.
me, Andy.
I'll say this on both of their perspectives. I get it, but it comes down to the organizations even allowing it to happen.
That's true.
You know what I
That's,
mean? You
it might
can't-
not be
you
a
can't
male or
blame-
female thing.
You
It might
can't
be an
blame
organization
women or
thing.
men for that. It just straight up, you know what I mean? It comes down to the organizations and what they allow into their groupings. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure, yeah.
If you allow that, hey, that's on the organization. Why are you doing that, bro?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
should
for
be
sure.
reprimanded at the end of the day for whatever happened. Like, remember how we talked about if someone would get hurt and like really hurt? Remember we were
Which
talking
they were,
about-
the rugby
Yeah,
girl,
they were
rugby
getting-
guy.
Yeah, they were, yeah.
That rugby guy
Dude.
hurt like 3 women.
Now,
Bro,
but now
tore 'em
they,
up.
but like, again, it takes that
Yeah.
action to have a consequence in order for them to just realize the choices that
But they still haven't learned though.
They still haven't learned. But
And that was my whole point. Is the fact that matters is true.
But-
I believe that we can't blame women or men. I believe it comes
No,
back
no,
to
no.
the
It's
It's
organization.
organization. That's good.
But
That's good.
Andy,
Yeah.
but Andy, the men rose up and said, "I'm not going to be drinking this thing anymore." As a whole,
yeah. You're right.
men stood up. It was an organization that agreed, but a man stood up, or men stood up and said that the women have yet to stand up for their own rights, and that's the
Yes.
problem.
So are you
in
more
this
like
situation.
calling out the women in this
I
moment?
am to a sense, but I'm sympathetic towards them because I understand in the nature because I am
For sure.
a woman and I get that perspective.
Yeah.
And that's
You're
because you
also a
disagree
mother,
with
so yeah, you
transformer
understand.
Yeah,
ideology.
yeah, I do. Of course I do.
Give that
but
layers.
I disagree with that, Ralph. But at the same time,
You can get why a
Respect it, I
woman
guess,
out in the
yeah.
wild blue yonder tries to nurture that person,
yeah,
Yeah.
I understand
even
that.
though
but-
they're
Their
wrong.
nature.
Even though they're wrong.
and they're women. It goes back to even the way that we were created. Like we were, men and women cannot compete in sports. Just period.
Amen.
They're stronger.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
also, men cannot carry children. They cannot create children. They
Yes.
cannot
It layers,
do any
yeah.
of this. They would die if they created
Yes, they
did
would.
any of the pain
Yeah,
that
that's true,
women
yeah.
went through. So they're equally strong, but just in different areas. You know.
Yes,
So
I agree.
You're like a complementarian, pretty
yeah,
much.
yeah. It's a team effort. You
Well,
know.
I mean, this is why the Lord created us in pairs for a reason.
Well, let's be real though, Claire. Like it's true. Andy hit it right down the middle. It's not a male or female thing, even though you did call out the women at the end, and we call out the men all the time.
all the time.
That's an organization thing, but that goes to people.
Yeah.
Like it's college football, though, bro. Like good luck,
That's
dude.
a whole
Good
different
luck
level.
trying to
Was
get
it
a
girl.
good
Let's
luck
see,
trying to
Ralph.
get a
Dude,
college,
that's a whole
dude.
different level kind of
Good luck
conversation,
trying to
bro.
get a college
Show
to
me.
be layered and whatnot. Let
Yeah.
me put this on here, bro.
Show me.
I got you. We're gonna react to this clip,
me the
dude.
money.
We're gonna
First
react to this
swimming,
clip.
now
It
football.
should be right here to my left. You guys got it on the left screen?
No.
Negative.
Okay.
We got
Anyways, you guys got it up here?
I got- I'm watching
I got
behind
you,
you.
bro. Got
Okay.
you.
Let me
She
come
got
over
a
here.
knee brace on. Oh, that's what you were talking about.
Jay Putty got that on that.
I was
Probably a
like,
soccer player.
Tom-
hey, she was a
Maybe.
soccer player. No, she was a soccer
Okay,
player, so
makes
I get
sense.
that. But Trillion put the kicking leg and the Forrest Gump brace on it.
An idiot.
Oh, hold on. Let me go over here. Okay, let me push play.
Pobrecita, guys.
See, Claire's even feeling sorry for her right now. I'm sorry, I
by
kind of
nature.
don't, dude.
By
Like,
nature.
Story of the day right there. That is Lalani Armenta.
I love
And
it.
she's going to play and she's going to kick off and maybe even do some field goals tonight for the Jackson State Tigers. Of course, she was on the Jackson State women's soccer team, and because of injuries this week
What if someone
during
just nailed
practice,
her right in
she's
there
going to get
after
her
they kicked the
shot
ball?
tonight
Why
to
are
be
they
a
laughing?
kicker. And what an impressive
He's
young
like, I already
lady.
seen the
I'm
video.
laughing. No,
Is
no.
laughing.
I'm laughing. No, he's not. He's
Yeah,
kind
he's
of
like,
Nah, I mean, maybe he's giddy. I don't know. But you know how these fools are.
They gotta be hyped, bro. They're doing the
know,
announcements.
Yeah,
No,
for
I
sure.
feel like he's foreseeing something that's gonna happen.
He probably saw the stat sheets, bro. It's going
I'm
down.
sure
She
she's
does
pretty
this little
nervous at
8th grade
this
kick right
point.
here.
But they have her out there, and
Look.
sweat football is underway. Short,
Hey,
and
maybe
it's
the
going
coach
to be
told her to
fielded
throw it in
by-
there.
Nah,
Bro.
Hey, hold on.
She
Listen to
legit-
this.
Yeah,
Nah,
Andy,
bro.
yeah. That's right, Andy. Give me some. You don't know.
I don't
She
know.
legit stepped back 19 feet to do a dragon whip to kick 4 feet in the air. What, bro?
Hold on. Listen to this, guy.
Bro, she looked like she wanted to punt that ball at Mexico, cuz.
I want
She was
to
like,
listen
like-
to the announcer, please.
Cats, and they'll have great field position after what looked to be a pooch kick, maybe trying to get an onside
pooch
kick.
kick.
Yeah,
No, and this is the thing. Anybody that knows anything about football, dude, like, you don't do an onside kick on the first play of the game. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. You don't do a squib kick on the freaking first play of the game. So the reality of things is this: the pump faking is real. The pump faking is so real, dude. I feel bad for her
Yeah.
because
bad for her.
again, what is she thinking? Like the culture
She's
for
trying to prove herself,
the-
Ralph. Even
why do you why okay? Let's cook on this.
I'm a feminist, Ralph.
You
I am.
you're not a
but-
you're
No, no, no.
you're first wave feminist.
Yes, I'm a
Not a
feminist.
third
for-
wave.
No.
No, you're a first waver.
Yes, I
know.
believe that-
I'm a first waver.
I believe women are strong. I believe that women can stand up for
Facts.
themselves. I believe that they're a different type of creature because they
For
can
sure.
grow children and they can do
Yeah.
all these
For
things.
sure.
handle so
Everybody in
much
this room
stress.
believes that.
Yeah, totally.
But all the other stuff is just ridiculous.
Too
All
much.
the stuff that they've added on to that.
I feel you.
You know.
Yeah, that's why I said you're a first waver, not a
Yeah,
third waver.
I believe that women can do
No,
whatever
because
they
feminism
want.
came in waves. Gee,
Yeah,
like
you know
it's,
what?
they're not all the
And I'm
same.
gonna be real with you. I agree with you because in our reality,
I'm
I
gonna lose my
don't.
thought.
I don't agree with a lot of
Go.
things that.
I'm gonna lose my freaking
Go,
Go
thought.
for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go
go.
for it.
God.
Lay it
Oh
in.
my god.
Lay it.
Lay it.
Oh, you said this. At least she's trying her best, or maybe she's trying to prove herself. Let me tell you something.
Tell me.
Who said that the only way a woman can prove herself is by either one, taking their clothes off, two, come on, I'm cooking, being a model who is half naked, three, trying to compete against men? Who told you that that's the only way you could prove yourself?
Come on, Steph Curry.
Stop playing, bro. Because the reality of things is this: women, and unfortunately, we respect women. I love women; they're awesome. But don't let the culture shift you. Because I see women over here arguing that it's respectful to be a prostitute, and it's not.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
Bro.
Who told you that that's the only good you can give to the world?
Just imagine that, bro.
Dude, who wants to cook on that first? Raise your hand, please, because I'm already
Andy, go.
heated.
I'm gonna
Andy,
go
cook
first.
on that,
If
dude.
I go first, I'm gonna
Cook
start
on it,
slaying
Andy.
on
Cook
it
on
hard.
that.
Okay, so what Ralph is saying, I couldn't agree more with you, bro.
Lower your mic,
but
sir.
I'll
I can't
say-
see your face. There you go.
There we go.
Can you hear me?
Take
Go,
out
Andy,
your
go.
earphones
Wonderful.
once you're-
Oh, going back to what we were
Oh, I
saying.
keep hitting this. Sorry.
Now you're good.
This whole situation, like
Oh.
you're saying, man, it's a doozy, bro. I believe that idea, that ideology came from what we are in today, the life that we live in, the things that we watch on TV, the people that we idolize. People idolize Kim Kardashian as if she's somebody, as if
Don't
she's
get me
something.
started.
We all know how she got famous, though.
Yes, we sure do.
Okay, go on.
So, but that's what I'm
What's she
saying.
know?
This is what people look up to today. This is what women look up to today. That's like, oh, they made it. You know, they're stars. They made it. They made it happen.
Yeah, all right.
And that's not real life. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go on.
So I'll say that when it comes down to it, man, it really comes down to who do you look up to, the things of the world, or do
For
you look
sure.
up things of the word? You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to. That's
Yeah,
for me.
for
That's
sure.
my perspective
Wow.
on this situation.
Claire, cook on that, bro.
I just think that.
Because I feel like I nuked half of your argument. I'm just kidding.
No. This
Well,
is
you
the
get what
thing.
I'm saying.
You know
Yeah,
why
nah.
they feel like they need to validate that is because men have put that out that, hey, you're important if you do this, if you do that, if you do this and you do that. That's a culture of men, not all men.
Not all
The
men.
men
That's good.
that are in
Actually,
power,
that's
good.
the men
That's
that
good.
are in power have put these standards for women to accomplish, and they accomplish them and think that they've done something amazing, and really they haven't. Their strengths are everyday strengths, like doing things. Women can multitask like no other person.
But let me be
Oh,
real
that's
with you.
true.
Let me be real with you.
But at the same time, women are not put in the right position. They're also just
Come on, cook.
it's just a man and woman dynamic. It's like a man speaks and the woman listens. That's just how it is, right?
Nah, not anymore.
Not
No, not no
anymore. Used to
more.
be
But
like
this
that.
is what I'm saying.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Is that the origin of that, right?
Origin, okay.
So that I feel like men are heavily they're still the top of everything, Ralph. Men still dominate every genre, everything, cooking, chefs,
For sure.
everything. They're
Yeah.
still the top, and women are always still trying to prove themselves to men, meaning that men sometimes they have these ideas of what makes a woman important,
Okay, but
and
let's.
they would run with that.
All right, let me cook on this though.
Because they lack identity,
That's
because
good. Okay,
they
good.
because they lack all of these things. A strong woman wouldn't believe that. You cannot tell me any of those things.
Yeah,
I
for
would
sure,
not
facts.
believe on that. But there
Yeah.
are women out there, unfortunately, majority of the women
Lot of women,
today are influenced heavily by what you said, taking off clothes and doing all these crazy things because they feel special by doing that
Yeah.
without realizing, hey, I'm special because I'm smart. I'm special because I can do things that
Yeah, for
men
sure. I'm special
that
because I'm
nobody else can
alive.
do.
Yeah.
I'm special because I can contribute to my society and to my
Especially because I
family.
love myself. That could be one too.
But let me
you
be
know?
real.
But
And
that's
I
what I'm
want to say
saying, you know
this
what I
too.
mean? Like,
That was
Let's.
beautiful, Andy.
I try.
I would say this though. Like, let me cook on this side of this equation.
So I'm just saying, just understanding the roles in Hollywood. Let's say
for sure.
Hollywood.
Okay, but that's what
It-
what we
it's-
need to. I hope this podcast. That's why share this podcast. This is why I want people to understand this. Though, this is the thing, and we're not red pillars either. Like red pillars, freaking idiots too. But let's be real. Let's give this layers. You talk about men do that. It's a man culture. Some to the most part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true for the most part. But let me be real with you. Again, it takes two to tango. If
Yeah.
someone tells you that you'll get a promotion if you take your clothes off, and you listen to them, that's your fault because you're trying to cheat the system instead of working hard.
Yep.
There's layers to this.
Women use
yes.
their sexuality to their
for
advantage.
sure.
You know?
Yes,
And
for sure.
that's honestly a fault to the women.
for
But
sure.
I'm not speaking on
That's
women that are
basically
lost.
the one.
Just women today. I
For
can
sure.
speak on
Yeah.
women today. I cannot
I
speak
feel
on
that.
myself because I'm a way different type of woman
sure.
than the women that I see today. It's what I see in
True.
social media and stuff like that. I'm
That's
like,
fair.
this ain't right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
You
it's
know,
not right. So
I
that's
don't
good.
agree
That's
with
good
it
layers.
at all.
That's good
but
layers.
it's happening.
Andy, cook on that.
Honestly, that whole situation, I couldn't agree more with you guys.
This started off with a girl kicker with a brace. Go on.
I feel like stay in your lane, girls. You know that you couldn't do that. You could have got really hurt. If not, you could have probably got killed. You don't know. You have no idea. Men are way stronger than you,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
that's just facts, man. That's
For
real
sure.
life.
And trying to prove it though,
Yeah,
right?
trying to prove it is a thing, you know. And it comes down to that.
Allegedly.
It's nothing against. It's nothing against women or men. Like I said, it really just comes down to just love yourself. Love yourself and accept yourself. Men and women, not just one side or the other. It comes down to, hey, you know what?
Do it
I'm
again,
proud
bro.
of myself. I love myself. I am who I am, and that's it. I don't need to prove myself to somebody
Exactly.
else. I don't need to prove myself to that person or this person or this group
Yeah,
or
that's
that
good.
group.
That's good.
I mean, that's how I feel about that, man. That's just
Rudy, layers, bro, layers, and give me your raw, uncut.
Equality is gonna get him killed, bro. I'm being real.
Stupid. I'm not gonna.
I mean, think
Say
about
that
it.
again. Sorry, we overlapped you. Go on.
I said equality is gonna get him killed,
On some real. Go on.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Like, the hard part is that like they're already doing in other countries, even some here. They're doing they call it mixed fighting now.
Oh yeah, I've heard of it.
Competition,
Yeah, I've
and
heard it.
they-
Yeah.
I heard about that a little
I'm
bit.
sorry, but it's all one sided. They're destroying them, bro.
No, for
They
sure,
are
yeah.
hurting these poor women. Again, I think it's all to the mentality.
Yeah.
The mentality of today is like the women are like, we don't need men. We can do it all by
They're
ourselves.
looking for a
we're,
purpose, Rudy.
we're boss bees and all these kind of
They're
people.
looking
No,
for a
but that's not
purpose.
looking for a purpose. When you say I'm a boss bee, you're not looking for
No,
purpose.
no,
You're
no,
looking
no.
for
No,
What
clout,
I'm trying
Claire.
to say is
Claire.
that they're trying
Claire.
to empower
90.
themselves in every situation.
But you
really
can't
they're-
empower yourself with clout, though.
Yeah.
But really, they're looking for purpose, and their
Oh.
purpose is found in their family. But
That's
they
good. That's good.
But the
That's good.
problem is that they don't see it like that because they weren't brought up in that way to see that point of view.
Does
It's
that go
like-
back to some girls growing up with either a toxic father or no
Yes,
father?
yes, that goes
Yeah.
back to all of that. All
Just
of that
raising.
is
See-
elementary things that have turned into
Well, see,
like,
this is
Robert.
this is what I'm trying to say.
Problems.
That it all comes back from what we were talking about earlier, the indoctrination what they had when they were younger. A
Yeah.
lot of that indoctrination now they have instead of the mother or father actually raising them, a lot of other people started raising them. Like, for example, again, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
It's true.
These other,
Keep
I mean, let's be real. More than 90% of women have seen Keeping Up with the Kardashians,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Valid.
That's true. Yeah.
and that's sad.
Yeah.
But that's what I say.
That's
But that's what I'm
It's true,
saying. They
though.
idolize that. They
idolize
they
that.
expect that to be. Oh, that's
And
I
then
made it.
women
you
are
know?
trying to justify the fact that having OnlyFans is actually good income, and then
Yeah.
Yeah,
and they
No.
still, but
that's-
they
yeah.
still want to
Oh,
have a
man.
good, respectful relationship.
But that's
Yeah,
what
but
I'm saying. That's what I'm
having-
saying. Going back to
But
girls
having
today,
having
like,
very unrealistic standards.
That's
Let's be
true.
real.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And,
I'll
and
give you
it's
that.
not the men that are empowering this no more. The men are actually taking a stand on this and be like, we're not taking this no more. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would say
How
this.
you
'Cause there are a
gonna-
lot of men that are like, dude, OnlyFans trash.
No.
Don't even be doing that. That's
Yeah.
stupid. That's a
I
bad
feel-
way to
I
make
feel like
income.
there's a lot
How am
more
I-
Or that
men-
culture.
How am
Yeah.
I? Yeah. How am I gonna start a family with a woman that has showed herself to more than X amount of million of men?
The internet, just straight
And
up the
that's
internet.
sad.
That's
How am I
facts,
gonna
yeah,
call her
facts.
my
Yeah.
own when everybody already had her as her own?
Yeah.
That's true.
And
And the hard part is, and this is the hard part. This is the hard part. Now women are realizing. Some women are actually realizing
It's a
that
little
what
too
they're
late, though,
doing
sometimes.
themselves, doing
Yeah.
to themselves, this generation is blocking a lot of having great families now.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
men,
Women
but
are
men
being-
can, but
women-
men
women are
can
being-
hold, can
women are
can do
being-
certain.
No, they
things.
can't. No, they
33,
can't. That's where I'm
35
gonna
years old.
pump. That's where I'm gonna push back.
Ralph,
No.
Because the men are
men-
trying to watch this. You men, y'all trying to say it's bad for women to sleep with people, and y'all are over there sleeping with people.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
You're
trying
a
to say.
clown for that, though.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Let's
say.
be real.
Is that
And I'm not talking
there's-
about you made some mistakes as a young
No.
man. No, dude, I'm talking about
It's
you're
just like
trying
trying
to
to
legitimize a lifestyle of promiscuity
Just
as a man,
cheating,
and that's
yeah.
not it.
And
That's
the-
not
and
it.
again, and this is
hold
where-
on,
this is
hold
where-
on,
this is
hold
where
on,
I
hold
Let her
on,
cook, let her
hold on.
cook.
Go for it.
But then a woman would be judged for that same life and be judged and be like, hey, you know what? This woman, she's so
harshly.
bad. And,
Yeah.
you know, men get on Instagram and show their entire body. I've seen it so many times. And their
Really?
judgment is not really on men like that. Men are like, oh, man, he's so handsome. He's this, he's that. But a woman does that, and it's just different.
You're
And
saying we need more balance.
But at the same
just
time,
women just need to stand up
See.
and know their place and be strong women, be smart. And they're
Respectful, all that.
they're channeling that into being sexual and being dumb about certain things. And really their potential is in being assets and nurturing that. These are strengths
They're
that they
supposed to be
have.
nurturing the next generation. That's
Exactly.
good. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
These
very
are-
important.
These are instincts. You can agree or you can disagree with me. I don't really care. But
No.
these are instincts that every woman has.
For sure.
Every woman wants to nurture something,
That's
to
good,
cultivate
yeah.
something, to pour into something or someone.
Right.
And at times, they don't know. They don't have good parents. They weren't guided well. So you know what society tells them? To take off your clothes and to do certain
Yeah,
things.
facts.
And
Or
Kim
to go
Kardashian
join the
tells
football
them,
team.
Yes, and you know what? Unfortunately, they're really great followers. They're amazing followers. Women don't listen, but they're also great listeners. So taking after that,
she just literally collided herself right there.
no,
Right?
you know
No,
what?
I get it,
You know
though. I
what?
get it.
I
They're
agree.
great.
Makes sense.
I agree.
Listen, they're great followers. They don't listen, but they follow well. They follow society
That's
really
deep,
well.
though, if you think about it.
It is.
You
It is-
you
no,
set the standard.
She's 100% correct.
You
'cause in
set
all
the
reality-
standard, and they'll follow it. If somebody's walking around like a fool with green socks and purple shoes, you will see it filter out through all women. Green
Yeah,
socks,
that's true.
purple shoes.
That's
That
true.
women are influenced by things they see, and and the people that are
And
are
you're
in
saying
charge at
be
the moment.
independent,
I'm
nurture.
saying
Well,
channel that into something
It's
positive.
because
Don't
she's
be
100%
stupid.
correct. If you think about it, all these women who think they're boss bees, again,
Yeah, for sure.
they all have dogs. Why?
Because they don't have kids.
That's valid.
Yo!
That is so
I'm sorry,
valid.
bro. He had to say it. No, he had to say it, G.
That is
Oh, but I don't want
so.
any kids, but you're over
wrong,
here.
right, Rudy? Am I wrong?
No, you know what? You know what? It's just hard to say.
Andy, you've been so
and,
quiet.
And I'm gonna.
I know, I'm
and
I'm gonna let Andy
today.
cook in a minute,
I'm,
bro.
I'm on a quiet mode today.
And I'm gonna arrow. And I'm gonna.
Silent.
And I'm gonna laser shot one of the dudes in the head right now,
Oh.
bro. These idiots who think that it's right for them to get married to a woman and then still be again promiscuous or
Yeah,
be
for sure.
or being an idiot with other women and call it valid,
Yeah.
and then still mistreating somebody at the same time on the side. You wonder why your life is broken.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And again, it's the modern day people, because in our reality, they did a study, and it's like X amount of men are actually now, are actually majority of them don't want to live that lifestyle. Majority of the men still are still
I
respecting the
saw a
old
study
ways.
where a lot of men today, more than half of the world, like the men in the world today, are not dating at all.
Yeah.
Like they don't.
Yeah, I saw-
half
you
of
know
the
I've seen
women,
that, I've seen
half
that.
of the women, they don't trust them anymore. A lot of them are doing that, like the passport bros, where they go and marry women from Malaysia and other countries, and it's like,
Passport bros.
yeah, and it's like, dude, like, why are you doing that?
Hell
But because,
yeah. 90 Day
but
Fiancé.
yeah, but it's like,
Bro.
why is it coming to that where you have to go across the country to find someone that'll love you and respect you? when they should be doing
know,
already here
they
in
were
our,
having-
in our own.
they were
Yeah, but
doing
cook
it.
on this though, Andy. Cook on this though, because that's true. That's true. Cook on this thing about because it's true. This dudes again, you want a woman to be faithful, respectful, and this, that, and third. You want to live a promiscuous lifestyle.
But they also have to be faithful
Unblemished.
and
The
honest
man has to be
themselves. The
faithful
man,
too.
yeah.
And don't think that
It's
the
one-sided.
little weird things you watch on the internet are
Yeah.
not cheating too. I gotta be real with you guys, bro. So Andy, talk to me about that. Give me layers about that, bro. Because this we need balance. How do we bring balance back to the culture?
Honestly, it's back to 50-50, like you said. The man has to honor his wife or whatever, and then vice versa. The wife has to honor the man. It goes both ways. The door swings both ways. A man cannot expect to be cheating on his wife, and a woman cannot expect her husband to be cheating on him. That's it. You know what I mean? Hey, you love somebody. Hey, don't be hoeing around. Pretty much is what you're doing as a man, because
He's 100 on that.
all it does is really disconnect you from the one you're supposed to be with.
That's good.
Vice
Yeah.
versa, man or woman. Every time you sleep with someone, you lose a part of yourself in that person. And
That's
if they're
good.
not your forever, you've ruined that already with your forever
Yeah.
person.
That's good. Hey, people, there's a study that it is harder for someone to pair bond with their
Yes.
spouse when they've been with
When you've
more
had
than
over
one
5 to
person-
10
more than
partners,
five people.
It's 5 to 10 people that you've had that intercourse with. Your chances of getting divorced is
It's
over
extreme.
70%.
Wow.
70%, dude.
Wow.
Because
Yeah.
you've given your love to all these other people, and either
Yeah.
they
And
betrayed
you're not
you,
satisfied. Yeah.
yeah.
And
And
so
you're
it's like, you
and you're
want more.
comparing.
Yes,
You're comparing
yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
Oh
That's
my
exactly what I'm
God,
saying.
bro.
You're
And
comparing
this is-
your love to someone else's that
Yeah.
you had all the others.
Oh, yeah,
And
man.
you'll never be happy. That's why people
That's
get
true.
divorced.
That's
Because
heavy.
you've lost what it means to be celibate and actually find the one
That's
that matters
freaking
for you.
heavy. And I'm gonna say this, dude. If you made some mistakes, bro, in your younger
Hey,
life,
that's
bro, and
life,
you're
though.
reforming, that's life, and you're reforming your lifestyle. Good for you.
Yeah.
We're not talking about you. We're talking about people that are affirming a wild lifestyle, and they're trying to get all. You're trying to get all the benefits, but you're not trying to have any of the discipline.
Right.
We can't do that. Claire, talk to me about this, bro. We're cooking on this, and shout out to the little girl with the leg brace because she opened up a big old thing, bro.
Dang.
Shout out to that wild kick.
I would just say that also women are problematic in the way that they find the forever man that they love so much.
Oh, what's that look like?
And
What is that-
they
what-
love them.
what's that look like?
But at the same time, they
They
get
hold red
bored.
flags.
Hold on, they get bored. They want that
Wow.
fast life. They want that
La
thrill,
vida mala, yeah.
the thrill,
Yeah.
and they be cheating on men that are actually a really good guy. You know, so
Yeah, for
it's both ways.
both ways.
Women tend to, or he didn't talk to me enough, or he didn't
Basically
think of my
finding an
goals.
excuse.
He didn't do this. He didn't do that. But when you're in a committed relationship, it's union. You know, you grow together
Yeah,
if you
it's
do
good.
it right. If you do it right, you're gonna grow together, graft and grow
Totally.
in together
Graft and grow. Let's
into
go.
something beautiful. But the vice versa of that is that they go their own way and they're looking out for their own interests. They're not looking. Let's say Ralph and July. Ralph, you're not looking towards July and saying, July,
Sure, yeah.
what would make July better? What's going to make her more comfortable? July's
Yeah.
not looking at Ralph and saying, What's going to make Ralph more comfortable?
Just think
You're
about
thinking
themselves.
of yourself and
Oh,
say,
that's
well, I'm
heavy.
bored. Well, don't they understand? My husband didn't talk to me when he came home. He just wanted to do this and he just wanted to do that. And the man turning around saying, well, the woman doesn't clean and she doesn't keep my stuff clean and that's why I'm mad and that's why I'm talking to somebody else.
Oh,
It
man. Oh,
makes
come on, Claire.
no
Cook 'em
sense.
up.
She's good.
Cook them up,
Go
bro.
ahead. Go ahead.
So are guys.
Andy,
No, you're right.
you've been married for how many years?
13.
cook on that.
You bear with one another. Everybody has faults.
Yeah.
Cook on that. And I don't know if you
When-
want to share a story or like
No.
share any stories, bro. I'm with it.
When I first met my wife, I knew that that she was gonna be the one when I met her. I saw her and I liked her, and I didn't know that it was going to work. You know how when you're very hopeful in the beginning or whatever, and as time went on and we got together, I spent time with her. I realized that she was a ride or die chick, and they don't make them like
When
that
did you learn
anymore.
that?
I learned that I would say the first 2 years in, because back then I didn't have anything. I didn't have any money. I didn't have good cars. I didn't have anything. And she was willing to ride with me in those, trash rides. Go eat
It's true. It's
at
good. It's good.
you know what I mean? At McDonald's,
McDonald's.
just having dollar burgers.
Hey.
That's when you know that someone is with you to be with you and spend time
times.
with you.
That's good.
Because a
Yeah.
lot of women and men today, vice versa, like I said, are only in it for what you can do for them.
Wow.
Not to spend time,
Wow.
quality time, and be with you.
She's
And
cooking,
that-
right?
and that's the sad truth about people today.
Yeah.
And that's why I said so many men today and women, so many of them are so separate because a lot of times the women want to be men and the men are like, you know what, that's cool. You do you. I got no problem with that. And that's why so many people, it's just so hard to have a connection like that because people just want to use one another instead of be there for each other
That's
and
good,
build you
yeah,
up.
wow.
You know what I'm saying? it's just wild, man. I'm glad I found my wife when I did. God knows where I would be if I didn't find her, and you know what I mean. And we made it through a lot of tough times,
Yeah,
a lot
for
of
sure.
situations where I didn't think we were gonna come out of it, to points where, you know, like, oh man, it's over. She's never left my side. She stuck through it,
And that's
and
good.
those are hard
That's
to
a
find.
real one. That's a real one.
Those are hard to find, man.
Yeah.
Real quick on that, bro. Because you're in the process. You've dated.
He's
you're
in
dating.
the waiting. He's in the waiting.
Yeah, but you dated and whatnot. So give me layers. Give me layers to that.
I will tell you what, and again, like I said, I'm not the type of man that looks for sympathy. I've never done that stuff in my life.
Well, that's good.
I
We
will
love
tell
to
you
hear
what though,
that.
in this the age that I am, I don't
Oh,
have
Lord.
any kids,
Yeah.
and finding a woman nowadays that actually has the responsibility and and even that wants to settle down is hard, and the
Yeah.
maturity.
For sure.
And a lot of times it's Claire, and man, Claire hit it right on the jaw, bro, when she said it.
Yeah.
That people find love at a young age, but yet they leave it because they want something more.
Yeah.
That's sad, bro.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah, for sure.
Because in our reality, those people are 100% are gonna have regrets in their life, bro.
Yeah, and they'll come
I'm
back
gonna
to you
ask
and
you
be
something.
like,
Because they're gonna have to settle.
yeah.
And the hard
Yeah.
part is when they find that, and they come back 3-4 years later, like in my
It's not
case,
there no more.
or whatever, and the girl's chilling with 2 kids, and hey, look, I'm ready to settle down. Really? Now you are?
Well, that
Nah.
that
Claire,
goes back to self-destruction.
tell me
Women
ab-
do it
Yeah.
all the
Self-love.
time.
Randy, but tell
Yeah.
me about this, Claire. This idea of settling, and
Yeah.
then like Rudy said, later on, or they have a good guy at like 25 or maybe
Yeah.
22,
Mm-hmm.
but they think there's probably someone better out there. I
Yeah.
can, I see the,
Grass
like you
is
said, I
always
see on
greener.
Instagram, the guy has a 12 pack. Like maybe
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the guy for me. Where you talked about, where did you find him? Talk about that. Where can you find someone? Like that's a real thing. Give me that advice.
Where can we find someone that's a real one? Or
That's a real
that-
one.
that's
Yeah,
a
let's be
one?
real because it's true because that happens all the time. What Rudy said happens all the time.
Yeah.
They got the girl. I mean, when they're like 19, 20, 25, whatever, y'all hit it off. Y'all are good. Y'all work good together. But one of the people, either the man or the woman, thinks that there's something better out there.
Wow.
They go searching for it. They get into life troubles, and then they want to come back later on. They want to settle down.
Yeah.
That happens all the time.
Mhm.
Give me layers. How do we avoid that?
You avoid that by knowing your self-worth first and foremost.
Oh, that's good.
Understanding what your boundaries are, and if somebody is not validating you, but somebody's like putting you down or speaking the
go.
opposite of you,
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know where there's red flags.
Yeah.
I would find somebody. There's so many people that you can talk to, so many good people, right? But I mean, where are you finding these people? You're in the club at 4 a.m.
It's not gonna work.
with somebody.
See,
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
true, yeah.
like
Not gonna
it's
work.
just
That's
where's
true.
the environment you're finding? You find them at school. You find them trying to better themselves. That's the
Yeah.
first place
That's
I
good,
would
yeah.
say. The person that you're with is trying to better, or that you're interested in.
Yeah.
What are they doing with their life? That is the first thing I would say. How is your life going? What are you doing? How are you helping your own life? And then how are you going to enrich my life at that same point? Because I'm saying, like, okay, don't be selfish, but at the same time, don't waste your time on somebody
That's good.
that's not worth your time. And I would look at all of the red flags. Let me look at what you're doing. Let me look at where you're, what you're doing with yourself. How are you investing in other people? What kind
Your
of person you
skills,
are?
yeah.
What kind of
You-
person you are? If, are
Wow.
you a
You know
not
what
a
other
team
way
player?
that you can tell, like when someone, like if they're gonna be somebody, or the way that they treat their friends.
Oh, that's good.
Mm.
A lot of times, the way you treat your friends is the way you're gonna treat your future wife
Or
or
your
spouse
mother.
or your
How do you
husband.
treat your mother?
Or,
Yeah.
Valid.
especially family. Depending who you are, if you don't take care of the people that are in your life that love you, you're not gonna take care of the ones that are supposed to love you back. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Yeah.
like a spouse or like a wife or husband.
Claire, I want you to cook
So-
on this. Cook on this.
It goes
'Cause
back
this
to,
happens all the time.
It goes back
Let
to
me-
the scripture. Like, think like, you know. you
So
have
man
to-
thinketh, so is he.
or also like, what is it? Think on other things like.
Think on things above, right?
no,
Yeah.
No. It's guys, I'm blanking right now. But
Anything is good, lovely, worthy of a good report. Think on those things.
it's
Talk about
like
that.
look on others' interests and not your own.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, that's
Like
good.
how are you putting people before you? You could tell right away if somebody's selfish or not.
Oh yeah.
And how
Oh,
they
100,
react
yeah.
with other people, and even you see them serve food, and somebody's sitting by them, a grandma, or opening the door for somebody
Oh,
that's
yeah.
older. Like
Yeah.
these are physical traits or things that you can actually see that you're like, dude, this guy's selfish,
Like
dude.
yeah.
Dude, this is why I want to ask you this question. I want you to cook on this because we see this all the time. We want the podcast to bless you in more than pop culture. We want you
Yeah.
guys to learn something, bro. Like go and live a happy life.
So I would look at their Andy.
Let me
I
ask
would
you a
look at their
question.
lives.
Let me
I
ask
would
you
look at their
this.
lives and go from there.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
There are people out there where they meet a person. They're
Mhm.
like, oh man, I get along with this person. We're laughing. We're having a good time. This is cool. but this dude is not 6'2", or this girl doesn't have a skinny waist, or they're pretty much nitpicking at the looks, the physical side. It's like, what's more important, the long-term compatibility, or like we said, things physical? I want you to cook on that, because I know a lot of women out there that are like, man, he's cute, man, but he's got a patchy beard. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be for real. Let's be 100.
Just
Talk
short
about that.
king.
Yeah.
The short kings, bro. Shout out short kings in the chat.
Bro, no offense, but they ain't gonna find nobody a Mexican that's not a
Like-
short king.
Come on.
I would say, Ralph, that I mean, attraction is major in a relationship.
For sure.
Major. But at the same time, somebody's heart is also major attraction too.
Oh, that's good.
Somebody that, you know, they might not be your type, but they're showing you all the signs that they put you first, and that they're family people, and that, you know, they love those around them and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
And those gain major points as well. So I'm like, there are people that are materialistic, but I feel like if you have a good heart, you will win that person over
Yeah, for sure.
easily. Not because of what you look like, but because what you're sowing into that person, or what that person, what, like I said, looking at their life and see, man, he's so good to his mom. He's so good to
He's a
his
volunteer in the
nieces and
community.
nephews.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can just see that in somebody, and that kind of person would get way further than a guy that's really handsome but beating the crap out of you or something whenever you get with
Ooh,
them.
that's true. That
like
happens.
this stuff happens so often. Or the athlete that is really, really not even handsome at all or whatever, but he's an athlete and
He's
girls
got clout.
see that.
Yeah, he's got
Girls
clout.
see that and
Yeah.
then, I want to get with him, but still there's no substance in that. What is substance? I mean, what has substance is you are able to be with them both physically. Obviously, attraction is important, but not everything.
Give it a
because of
percentage.
heart.
Give it a percentage.
I would say
Attraction,
attraction,
physical, emotional, spiritual attraction.
I would say like 60% attraction, and the rest like 40%. Like,
No, I'm telling you, like, give me, like, if we cut it into 3 categories: emotional attraction, physical attraction, spiritual attraction. How do you give percentages to that?
Which one would I give the most, or you want me?
Yeah,
to
which, like, just say, hey, 30% here, 20% here, 50%,
I mean,
whatever.
Physical, I would say was like 60%, and the rest divvy it up from there.
Chop it up, whatever's left.
You know why? You know why?
Yo, you
Because
need to start. You need to start somewhere. I get that.
No,
it's
before
not
y'all,
everything.
before
Yeah,
y'all,
no, I
but
get
it,
that.
but it's also
Before-
important though, because if
No.
you're
That's
not
true.
attracted, then you can't make.
yeah, well,
this
no,
happen.
check this out. Check this out. Before y'all chat throws darts at Claire, you're gonna throw darts at me too, because she's 100% correct, bro. Yeah, you gotta have some kind of physical
I
attraction.
feel
to
like
somebody
men are
to
a lot
even-
more attracted to
be-
physicalness, and women are more
Whoa,
attracted
no,
to
see,
like
you can't.
No, that's
No,
true though.
no,
Nah, Rudy,
no,
that's true,
bro,
Rudy. Nah, that's
hell
freaking
no,
true,
bro,
Rudy.
hell
say this.
No,
no.
that's freaking true, dude.
Nah, bro. I've seen a lot of girls that, and again, bro. Look at the modern day podcast. A lot of girls are looking for that
Gee,
six.
Hold on,
no,
we're time out.
Beautiful
go,
man
go,
top
go,
of you,
go,
bro.
Andy,
For
go,
real,
Andy.
be
You're
real.
getting off of what I'm saying though. What I'm saying is, like I said, men are more physical. They're gonna
they're
go
more
after
physical.
someone that's
Yeah.
beautiful. They can't help it. That's the way we're wired. That's who we are.
True.
Where women, they don't have. You can be the ugliest cat in the room, but if you treat them right, take care of them, get them flowers, they are about the thoughtfulness of a human
Whoa,
being.
I don't know about that. I don't want that. I don't want that, Andy. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Andy's right.
No,
Andy's
let me
right.
layers. Whoa, I'm the host.
No,
Give me
he's not.
layers.
You want
I
me
go,
to
go,
go? Remember, I've been married 13 years. Just
Yeah, for sure. Go for it.
Andy's
Yeah.
right.
The book.
Andy's
That was 13 years ago.
You can
cuz.
be the ugliest cat.
I'll
let
be
me
real.
let me tell you how you can keep a woman. It's super easy. Make them laugh. You
Yeah.
can make a chick laugh. You're a comedian,
Nah.
bro. They ain't leaving for one. You take care of them without even having to be told to
Yes.
take care of them.
No, Rudy, that's a percentage of it. That's a percentage of it.
And this goes back to what I'm saying. Like I said, be funny. Take care of them without being told to take care of them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when their shoes are bad, go buy them a pair of shoes. Hey, these chicks.
Well, I would say,
these
look,
are
I think
women.
you're talking about
You're
a healthy
speaking of-
marriage.
No,
though.
no,
I think that's what
no,
you're talking about a healthy
You're
marriage.
speaking-
Whoa, let me go on.
you're
Let me go on.
speaking
Hold on.
You're
Hold on.
speaking on things.
Let me cook on this,
you're
Rube.
speaking- You're speaking on things.
Negative.
You're speaking on things that you're already with somebody.
No,
Yeah, what's
no,
hold on,
it's
hold on,
true,
hold on.
it's
No,
true.
no. Andy, what Andy's saying is true, but the percentage of it is true. But let's talk about the modern day person, right?
Oh yeah, I'm not
How
talking about
the,
today.
okay, that's modern day story. Watch this. Watch this. Men, you're right. We're very physical. We like if I'm a single man, first thing I'm gonna look at is she
Is the
cute?
body.
Is she pretty? The
We're gonna look at
body,
the
all
body,
this, the
yeah.
hair, all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Women though, it's not. Is he nice to me? Because they're nice. They're simps all over the place. The problem is this: women look for clout, status. That's what they
No,
look
no,
for.
no, no, no. Let me stop you there.
Okay, go on.
Not all women.
Don't
hey,
you?
hey,
You married the popular
hold
guy
on.
in school, so don't be telling me
Hey,
nothing.
It's those,
Hey, it's
it's
a
those
type
OF
of women.
girls. It's
It's
the
a
OF
type
girls
of
that are
woman.
looking for
It's a what?
status and
It's a
clout.
what, Andy?
Hold on,
I didn't hear
let
you.
me-
OnlyFans women are
Yes.
looking for clout and
Ralph,
status.
I mean, but
Ralph,
sorry.
I
Go
have
on.
a point.
Sorry,
Go on, go on.
So
Andy-
70%
Go
of
ahead.
women.
Andy is
Shut up,
100%.
Andy.
Andy's
That's not true.
100% correct, because a woman that knows her self-worth knows what she deserves.
Okay.
And a man that's taking care of her and looking out for those little
little small
details,
things.
man, they'll marry that man and him be the
okay,
ugliest
okay.
person.
Not only- not only-
no,
Not only married,
Again.
not only married, but they will be so loyal to him because he's already foreseeing things. She's like, oh man, this guy
See,
would
I'm
be a
not
great
saying you guys are
husband.
wrong on that. That's
But-
half
but
true, though.
yeah.
No,
That's
no,
half
man.
true.
No, Ralph.
That's half true.
Oh,
Because
dating
honestly,
life, this
dude,
is
Claire,
dating life and married life.
how many
honestly-
guys do we know that were simps, dude, for years?
Yes, bro, and still
That were
didn't
simps
anything.
for years, bro, and
Hey.
they never got married. They did everything right.
Ralph,
So the reality of things is, but the
No,
girl is still looking
no,
for something
no,
else.
No, reality of thing is
Listen
this.
to the woman.
No,
Hey,
no,
guys.
no.
Claire's a good woman, though.
Hold on,
No, no, no,
hold
no,
on,
no,
hold
no,
on.
I'm
no,
not
no,
saying
no,
all women
no,
are
no,
like
no,
that,
I'm
but
sorry.
All right, let Rudy cook, let Rudy cook.
I gotta end this.
go ahead.
Y'all got married years ago, 10 years ago. I'm the only one still dating in this modern age.
Where are you looking?
Sorry, Ralph.
Where are you throwing
That's
your
good, that's
fishing
good.
rod? And that's the main thing.
Stop.
What? Let's go.
Stop. And this is true.
I love it.
Where are you throwing your
Stop.
fishing rod?
I don't care what y'all say.
Hold on, Rudy.
you're not
Hold on,
ready. You're
Rudy.
not a
Make a
stop sign.
point. Make a
Make
point.
your
Don't
point.
say no. Just make a
That's what I'm
point.
saying. The point of the matter is this.
I'll wait.
A point of the matter is this. Women also a lot of times, a lot of the attractionness comes from their physical appearance real fast.
Did y'all not hear me say 60%?
That's true, though.
Did y'all
That's
not hear me say
That's true, though.
60%?
Again.
Yeah.
And you're talking about a lot of things that you do when you're in a relationship with somebody. I get that, bro. Men are actually dumb creatures, bro. If you feed them,
Oh, yeah.
and you tell them that they're handsome once in a
That's all
while,
I need.
they'll buy you whatever the hell that you want. That's the
Totally.
honest truth.
I agree with that.
They will literally work the sweat off their back, bro, break it to get you what you want.
Okay.
Now, women are over here carrying a McDonald's job, chilling,
Yeah.
and they want a man that's 100% 6'2", lean, all awesome,
not-
beautiful,
but
life in
He's not
control.
lying, though.
Life
But
in
that's
control.
not all women. Hold on. That's not all women. That's not all women,
Hold
though.
on.
Again,
Hold
modernized.
No,
Hold
that's
on.
not all
even
modern
all
women,
modern
though.
women.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, bro.
And then
I'm sorry.
they step into life. Hey, we can all have imaginary lives. Hey, everybody
Amen.
wanted Edward and whoever that guy's name was when they were 12 years old.
That's true,
But
bro.
when you step into real life, you understand. Hey, that's okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm not that cute. I'm not gonna get a 6'2".
Exactly.
You
Whatever.
have
become
to
more
You gotta
realistic.
be realistic.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta know where your
But
group is.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, that's
after-
good.
Your number. You
After-
gotta know where your group
After
is.
a while, though, right?
So it's not all modern women.
Exactly.
It's not all modern
But
women. Not
after
even
a while,
close.
modern day teaching is this, bro.
Modern day.
Modern
Modern day
day.
teaching
Yes.
and modern day women are different things. Go on.
Exactly. But that's what I'm trying to expect. Right
Because
now,
I used to
the
think that's why I met my
expectation-
wife,
You're
and I was
talking
like,
about the hood rat
whatever.
girl. I'm
No,
not
that's
talking
true.
I'm not talking about
Neither am
her.
I. But let me.
I don't know her.
That's the one at
But-
McDonald's with the
No.
long nails
No.
saying I want a 6'2"
No,
guy. That's
no,
the
That's
girl.
so
look,
true,
look,
dude.
look,
Nah.
I understand where you're coming from.
Okay.
I understand where you're coming from.
Sure.
And you're right. When it's a hood rat girl, whatever, right?
Okay.
Then why are still even the good girls are still looking for their basketball star or football star?
Claire, you got cook on that. That's true. Some of them are.
What do you mean? The good
There's-
No,
girls?
but some of the good girls
there's
are like, they
idiots.
got a guy, he goes to church, or he's in the community, or they know him, and he's a great guy. He's got a job, and he's working on
Or
himself.
worse.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
worse.
Hold on.
Or worse.
Let's say this. Let's exit the church out because we all came from church culture.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a lot of good girls. Medium status, a 6 to 7 on the pretty scale.
Sure.
And they got a good guy in their life. He's like a 6 or 7 too. They're like,
Wait, so you're talking
know,
about
he's-
pre-relationship or relationship?
no, just like hunting.
Just
Like let's say
meeting
they're
you.
dating.
Okay.
They're looking
Okay.
to date somebody, right?
and-
Okay.
And they're like, oh, okay, like he's cool,
alright.
But in the community, loves his mom. Oh, he's working on his skills. Good for him. But I mean, I might go on a date with him. I kind of do like him, but I'm gonna go look for somebody else. I'm gonna look for tall
To
Tom.
keep my
over there.
options open.
Yeah, still keep my options open.
see,
So,
Hey,
Hey,
let's
that
speak to
tells me that the man that's entertaining her is not entertaining her. That's what that tells me. If
What does
she's
that
still
mean?
looking other
Yeah,
ways.
give me layers.
That tells me that maybe this guy that she's talking to is nice, but he's not
She's
fulfilling
still
all of her
hunting.
things.
She's still on the hunt.
Okay,
A
like what
woman
is the
that
woman to
is,
be fulfilled in? You're talking about like a guy could potentially be in simp status. There's a difference
Yeah.
between a nice, being a solid good man and a simp.
Yeah.
Where's the line at?
Okay, let's say that a guy is super nice and there's no aggression.
Justin said, "How did we get to this conversation?" The little girl with the brace brought us here. Go on.
Okay. I forgot what I was saying. Thank you, Justin.
I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
What was I saying, Ralph? What was I saying? Short-term memory loss.
No,
It happens. It happens.
no, you said about the woman. I said, where's the line between solid man and a simp?
Ralph, but not every man is a man. There's guys that are just little like, oh, hold your purse. Women don't want that, dude.
That's good.
It's true though.
Women
It's
don't
true.
want
But then also-
that.
but then
There's
also-
No, let her cook.
There's different types of guys and there's different types of women. There's some women that will take care of a guy that don't got no job and be a sugar mama, and that's her type.
Yeah.
That's what she wants to do.
Is that
There
stupidity
is,
though? Is
there
that
is
stupidity
a
though?
demographic for every guy. There's enough women in this world for every man in this world. Okay?
That's true.
And there's women that like to be the provider. There's women that like to be taken care of.
Vice versa.
It's just, what are you looking for? What type are you in? What
So what you're
pond are
saying
you
is
in?
the man can make both work if he goes and searches in the right place.
Yeah, and if your girl is looking for somebody else, then you got to figure out. Okay,
Oh, wait, does that tell you something? If you got a girl and you're doing the right things, let's say you're not a simp, but you're a solid guy, and she still doesn't see you, that's your time to move on.
Move on.
Yeah, I would be like, hey, you know what? I don't got time for this. You
Yeah.
are not the person that I want to invest
good.
my
Yeah,
time
that's
in.
good.
You know, and that's when a guy walks away and says, you know what? This is too much for me.
Yeah,
whatever.
for sure. And he moves on to better
Like, you know
things.
what? I was good to you, and I'm gonna make somebody else's life really good.
Yeah.
You're
That's
not
good.
the one for me.
Build on that, Andy.
And that's whenever we say we look at their lives and look at what they're.
A lot of times
Showing.
there's a lot of men out there that will stay hooked on somebody even though they've moved on, have a boyfriend and everything. They're just hanging out there, and that's horrible. You know what I mean? Get the hint. She don't like you. Move on. Roll
for
out.
sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gabby said, move on.
No, it's down because he said, I asked a question. I said,
Oh.
does that
Okay.
does that guy
Yeah.
I said, does that guy
Sorry, Andy. Go ahead.
continue
you're
to
good.
simp or be a solid guy around her when she's
No.
obviously
Roll out.
yeah, I know.
Roll
I get
out.
No,
that.
your self-worth. What?
Self-worth, that's
Y'all
good.
gotta understand that your time is very precious, and if you're spending your time
Clear.
with people
Not
that are
everybody
not,
has self worth.
Exactly.
if you're spending
That's
time
good,
with
yeah.
people that are not worth your time, get away from them. People
Move
that are
on.
worth your time will make you better.
A
Will
priority.
make you
Ooh,
a
that's true.
priority. Will make, and this is just friends too,
Yeah.
Andy.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
people that will drain the life out of you.
So
Yeah.
so then Ralph's go back to Ralph's original question.
Go.
Where do you draw the line?
That's good. Yeah, we're
Because in all reality,
simp solid man.
and then we're going back to what we first initially started stating.
If that girl
In all
calls you
reality-
buddy or brother, get out.
No,
Friend.
see, no, see,
Friend, get out.
Well, that, hold on,
And
Claire.
this
If you
Bestie.
had called
Yeah,
your
bestie,
husband,
roll out.
hey, you know, bestie, brother.
Ben's like,
No, if you said bestie, brother, and he was like, oh, okay, and he distanced himself from you, would that make you respect him more? Because you're like, oh, you know, he's not gonna.
No, well,
what
I would
that
say
mean?
that he got the point.
Yeah, he
Use
got the
certain
hint.
women use certain language so that it's a subliminal message.
Yeah, that's good.
So
Yeah.
that they understand. This guy understands his role in her life.
So dudes need to know. Dudes need to catch a hint and
Yes,
roll out.
and
move on.
guys aren't the best at catching hints. They're
That's
like,
good.
well,
That's
I
good.
can move from the bestie phase to the relationship phase, and
Never
it
gonna happen.
doesn't really work like that.
Very
Well,
rare.
see, this
Rudy,
is-
cook on
this
that.
is what I'm
Very
saying.
rare.
This goes
Cook
back
on
to
that.
the original question. The original question was this: do women go off of pure attractiveness? And yes, they do. They're more.
not all the
No.
time.
No, but not like I said. It's majority of it is. If you're
That's
Some
60%.
people- hey, Rudy,
It
some
is.
people are compatible, some are not. You can have two really nice people, but they won't mesh well.
yeah,
That's
but
true.
Like
That's
I
true.
said,
You gotta have some sugar and spice. You gotta like me and
yeah,
Ben are
no,
really.
it's true. It's true. And I get what you're saying. But like I said, life's not a fairy tale, mama. You ain't gonna run into somebody while you're getting a cup of coffee.
That's
Ben,
so
And it's
true.
hold
gonna be
on,
fall into love.
hold
It's
on.
No,
possible.
cook on that.
Hold
No,
on.
nah. Hey, where'd you meet Brittany at?
Yeah, thank you. It's possible.
Exactly.
Yo, for
Ralph.
sure.
It's
I get. See,
possible.
I get it.
No, it's possible, but how much spectrum though?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
good.
and
That's
this
good.
is why I said last
Because
time that
uh,
if
very
you're
small.
if the pool that you're in is not satisfying your needs, you need to get out of that pool and go and fish somewhere else in a bigger spectrum
That's
where
true.
there is people that are
Yes.
going to be part of the demographic that you want. You cannot be in
That's how-
small
that's how I
little
go,
towns
yeah.
with small-minded mentalities looking for a woman that's going to be a real one, that's going to hold
Have
you
your back,
down,
yeah.
that's going to believe in the Lord. You're looking for that,
So
and
Claire's
you're in the
cool.
wrong
Jeez.
pond.
No,
No,
you
but that's
no,
good. That's
you're-
so good.
you
I
are-
think
you
for
are
the
100%
men.
you are 100% right. But it goes back to what Ralph originally said. It's true. Where do we draw the line? Where does it become like more of the?
No, but I
of
think
the-
she just said it though.
How
Rude.
else can I
She's-
tell
no,
you
but
this?
no, Rude. She said it.
Pull out the
It's pretty
pictures.
simple. If she
Pull out
doesn't,
the pictures.
if she send you subliminal messages,
Yeah.
and then she's obviously like, okay, because there are some girls that lead you on because they're like, dude, you know what? Let me just
mess
go.
around.
Let me just go live la vida mala, which means
Yeah.
let me go live that bad life. And you know, anyways, I
vida
got my man over here. I got my backup plan
Hey,
over
let
here.
him pay my light and my
Yeah,
water.
I'll let him
and
pay my light. You know,
phone
you know what?
bill.
If I get in a fight with my man, or if I get in a fight with my girlfriend,
He'll take care of me.
I can call her at 2 a.m. She'll talk to me.
Yeah, and she'll continue to use you until you say that's
No,
it.
but that's men
done.
and women. I feel like men do that too.
Yeah.
Men have a
totally.
backup plan. I
And
think
that's,
that's wrong.
and that's where self-worth doesn't have a gender.
So it's
Your
self-worth.
self-worth is worth you understanding what you want in
What
your
you
life,
deserve in your
who
life.
you want in your life, etc.
That's good.
And
That's good.
this goes not only in relationships. This goes in time. This goes in just the people that you have around you.
In
Are they
general.
making you better? Right,
Yep.
Andy? I
Yep.
feel like me and Andy agree about a lot of
I
stuff.
couldn't agree more. That's the truth, man. Hands down, 100%. Clear all the way.
And there's men, Ralph, that men deep down, they're little boys and they want to
Yeah.
be taken
So
care
they
of.
haven't grown up, or you talking
No,
about?
no,
Do
no.
they need to grow up, or that's a good thing?
No, it's nature.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Nature.
for sure.
The woman, although he gets married, the next woman is like a mother to them.
Yeah,
When,
technically.
Yeah, in a
when
sense,
my
yeah.
husband is sick, he wants. Let me tell you, he was just sick
Please stop.
on
Don't
Thursday.
throw him out here.
No, throw him under the bus.
Don't throw him under the
He
bus
was
here.
sick on
We
Thursday,
love you, Ben.
right? And he had a headache, whatever. He calls me and he's like, and I had to go to practice after when he got home. I think it was Wednesday. He was like, okay, well, I'm gonna be there, and I heard it in his voice that he was being a little whiny. And I was like, he's not feeling well, and I know he wants me to be here and stuff like that.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
what I did, he was like, well, I don't know,
Love you,
like,
Ben.
I don't
Love
know
you,
what
dog.
medicine to take. I don't know, whatever. And I was like, well, when he comes in, I'm not going to be in the house. So what I ended up doing, because I
Left it all out for
recognized
him.
the need.
And the
I
letter.
put a Tupperware and I put the little pills in there.
There
It
you
was
go,
just
Claire.
Tylenol.
Oh,
You
for
could have
sure.
found it when he
Oh,
opened
for
the
sure.
cover.
Yeah.
But I put him in the Tupperware and I put him on the counter for him so that he could feel that he's being taken care of. Men need to feel the warmth and nurturing.
That's why Ben married you.
Thank you.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So you're saying, okay, and because then the next question would be like, okay, where do we find a Claire? And then the reality would be,
There's not that many left.
no,
I'm
that's
just-
not
I'm just
true.
kidding, I'm
That's
just
not true,
kidding,
Claire.
yeah.
Your advice would be,
Yeah.
go change your pond, which is how I got
Yes.
married.
That's very true.
My wife's not
That's the
anywhere.
truth,
She's
man.
not even from
Ra-
where we're from.
Ralph
Yeah.
and I had a good conversation about that, but yeah.
Dude, Clarissa told me, says for you guys out there,
Mm.
for you guys out there, Clarissa told me, she'd rather get, what'd you tell me, Claire? Do I want to go fix somebody, or do I want to get with a girl that's already
She's ready.
She's ready. She's
She's
ready,
ready
to
to
be in a
go.
relationship.
Feels good.
That's
Sounds
good.
good.
You know what I mean?
And a
So-
lot of men try to go fix people, and that's not it.
and women too. Andy, do
And-
it.
Oh
Andy,
my
do
God,
it.
and
No.
women, and women.
Andy, do it.
I can fix him.
Dude, that's like 100%. Like the good girl ends up with that guy that's been like
Damage.
three different baby daddies.
and it goes back to self-worth.
Yeah.
And it
Yep.
goes back
No,
to
you're
self-worth.
100%.
That's good. That's good.
And
What
like
you allow.
like I said, the reason why I said like goes back to like the original question is like, hey, bro, so is everything all about attractiveness or not?
Yeah.
When it comes to that, actually
Yeah.
just meeting, because like it's
I don't
true.
think it is, honestly.
It's like going to somebody. Oh, I think she's pretty. I want to get to know her. You get what I'm
No,
saying?
because we all know a dude that, let's be real, like, how do I say this?
Say it. Just
We
say
all
it.
know a person, like, he's not that, I say man, right? I'll use a man as an example. They're not that, he's not handsome.
Mhm.
But girls like him
Mhm.
because he's got clout, because he's funny, because, you know,
Charisma, maybe.
charisma, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? This, that, and the
Caring.
third.
It's
It's the way you
clout.
carry
It's
yourself.
like what
It's
Justin
the way you
said.
carry
Yeah.
yourself.
It's like what
Yeah.
Justin said. If you don't
Valid.
got money or a boat, then you ugly. You ain't gonna get.
Well,
no
if
money.
you're, well, let me say that's true too. But if you're looking for OnlyFans model, then
Yeah.
go get a
Oh,
boat.
for real.
Yeah.
Go get a boat. But if
Oh,
you're
yeah.
looking for a real one, I guess you could. There's other place to look. Anyways, great conversation. The little
Sorry,
girl,
guys.
pretty
Sorry,
much the
guys.
little
Sorry,
girl,
guys.
pretty much the little girl should have stayed in her lane
Yeah.
and continued to play soccer.
Truth be told.
That was the topic. I'm sorry, guys, if y'all got
No,
lost
it's all
in
good.
this.
No, it's
but
all good.
What are podcasts
Teed
for,
off.
right? You got to
Podcast.
talk.
Yeah, we gotta
gotta
talk.
talk.
For talking.
Yeah.
Andy,
Yeah.
you ready for this, brother?
Yeah, I'm good, brother.
All right.